On Saturday, Liverpool extended their winning run and climbed into the top 6 for the first time this season as they beat Southampton 3-1. In today's video, we'll go over this, along with the huge news that the world's 8th richest man has approached Liverpool over a potential takeover. We also have an update with regards to Liverpool defender Konate, and we also see what Jurgen Klopp has had to say about the January transfer window. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Last week, FSG shocked the footballing world after they announced their desire to sell the football club. Since then, there has been a lot of talk on who and who will not buy the club, but today we have some fairly big news as it is being reported that Liverpool could be taken over by Indian multi-billionaire Mukesh Ambani, who has declared his interest in buying the club. Ambani, with a net worth of around 90 billion and rated by Forbes as the 8th richest person in the world, has already inquired about the club officially. However, he will have to fight off interest from other parties from the Middle East and the USA, with Liverpool's current owners, Fenway Sports Group, having been swamped with tentative offers. It is understood they are willing to sell for £4 billion, but there is a greater desire to buy the Merseyside club outright. That figure won't put off Ambani, who is a huge sports fan. He owns IPL cricket giants Mumbai Indians and helped to set up Indians Football Super League. While cricket is the religion in India, football is rapidly catching up, with the English Premier League creating a huge interest and Liverpool one of the biggest supported clubs with shirt sales going through the roof. Ambani, with his enormous wealth and desire for success, would be prepared to pump millions into the club for transfers to enhance Liverpool's ambitions of remaining as one of Europe's most successful clubs. After completing the purchase of Mumbai Indians, he was labelled the world's richest sports team owner, which will be music to Liverpool fans, some of whom believe FSG have not fully backed manager Jurgen Klopp in the transfer market in recent years. But Ambani won't have the negotiating table to himself once interest from Dubai, Bahrain and the USA hardens, which is great news for FSG co-founder John W. Henry and his associates. After Saturday's game, that is us now until the end of the World Cup, and soon our attention will be on the January transfer window. After the game on Saturday, Jurgen Klopp didn't rule out the club dipping back into the transfer market when asked about his January ambitions. He said, "We are always open to these kind of things, but we don't have to open this discussion now. If there is something possible, we will do it, but the door is open and we are open as well. It's not about wanting, we want to improve the team all the time. We just believe in the training ground, we can do it there." In the clash against Southampton, you will all know that Konate was absent and it was his 14th game of the season that he missed. However, according to Carl Markham, it was due to a minor knock. It's a third setback for the 23-year-old already this campaign, though the suggestions is that his place in the France squad for the World Cup is not in jeopardy. In fact, the decision may have been made so as not to risk any long-term issues, with Konate still having travelled to Anfield on Saturday. Liverpool go into the World Cup break on a run of 4 consecutive wins, with a Darwin Núñez brace helping clinch a 3-1 victory over Southampton. In a game that saw Jurgen Klopp watching from the stands, the manager will have had the perfect view. Liverpool struck first with Roberto Firmino flicking Andy Robertson's free kick beyond Bazunu, before a near carbon copy situation that saw Shea Adams head home from James Ward-Prowse's lofted delivery. They got their goal before the half-hour mark, and later it was Núñez who beat Bazunu, touching in from a brilliant ball over the defence from Harvey Elliott. Núñez grabbed another ahead of half-time, with the Uruguayan sliding into Robertson's low ball into the 6-yard area to give Liverpool a deserved 2-goal cushion. In this part of the video, we're going to discuss the 5 things we learned from Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Núñez gets into gear. A massive crowd favourite already, that much is clear. Every time Darwin Núñez gets on the ball, the upturn in the crowd volume is apparent. When he does produce genuinely exciting moments, that acclaim from the Klopp gets even louder, and they are now coming with even greater frequency now. Playing down the left for now, it's clear we're going to see even more from our Uruguayan once he's regularly through the centre. But he's playing with incredible gusto and decisiveness from the flank too. 2 goals on the day takes him to 9 for the season. Liverpool look like Liverpool again. A strange thing from that game, but do we actually look like Liverpool again? Decent build-up down the flanks, powerful running in behind defence, a clinical edge, and plenty of chance creation in open play. This wasn't Liverpool at their best, let's not get carried away, but it was recognisable, it was our game plan, it was our blueprint. It looked like a sustainable way of playing and winning. After months of uncertainty and tactical shuffling, a dearth of energy and dismal results, this was a good step back to what we hope we see on a much more consistent basis after Christmas. Alison Becker is the best in the world. Alison is a majestic being, always in charge of his emotions no matter if barking instructions, making saves, or deciding in a split second exactly where a forward is planning to put a one-on-one. He might have been the man of the match in the eyes of some supporters, despite the scoreline being comfortably in favour of the attack. 2 big one-on-one stops in the second half came within a couple of minutes of each other, but after at least 20 minutes of him not really being involved at all. Both times he spread himself in the right direction to dwarf an attempted dink, then his full-length sprawling claw away to deny Shea Adams a headed second was nothing short of world-class. Harvey Elliott was great. One of the best performers in a fast-paced first 45 minutes was Harvey Elliott. The youngster has been performing well earlier in the season, even when results were dismal. His ball manipulation, ability to find space in the final third, and make the right decision as to which teammate to find is constantly of high caliber, with the execution to the match. Still work to do though. So it's into the top 6 for the Reds, at least for now, but there's still a significant gap between ourselves and 4th. That's the overriding objective for the remainder of the season for sure, finding a way to get back into the Champions League spots. Of course, we'll be aiming to beat Real Madrid too and continue that journey, but realistically, that's only going to happen if the Reds are consistent and in impressive form, which comes from the Premier League. Relentless has to be the watchword for 2023. The next game for Liverpool now will be in the Carabao Cup 4th round against Manchester City after the World Cup. In terms of the channel, guys, we'll keep you up to date with the takeover talks, how Liverpool players are getting on in the World Cup, and of course we'll have our eye on the January transfer window. Liverpool fans, what did you make of the first half of the season, and would you want Mikael Shabani to take over the club? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.